Friends, good morning. Students who are in the online,
This meeting is being recorded.
right. So now we'll move to the further. So let us start discussing about what exactly. Stand all three members backside. What time you are supposed to come? Huh? What time? Sir will start at 9:20. You will come at 9:20. Yeah. What is your standard time? 9:10 only. Because I have some extra time. I am taking at 9 o'clock morning clock. You are coming. You are all from different state, right? Odisha, Maharashtra. You need to come on time, na? You are staying in hostel, right? Need to come on time or not? Why? Come, friend. Sit here. Don't come tomorrow onwards. Don't come late. Almost 6 feet height. All you people are. So don't come late to the class. Okay. Come on time. Coming late, not allowed. When I am coming late, there is a reason. Okay. Fine. Let me start with. Here I am going to start with. Last class we already completed the setup environment of Python database communication. Setup environment of Python database communication already explained. Why are you talking? So here, files, here, limitations of files and advantages of databases and how to go for the setup and all those things is discussed here. These parts already we completed and how to install also I completed and the prerequisite for communicating with the database also completed. So Python software must be installed, database software must be installed, and a database related module also must be installed. This is what I was already completed in the class. Students, today at the same time index is also available here. This part is already done. Now it is the time to see to move to the further. To move to the further. Today I am entering into steps for developing Python database communication applications. Very, very important. Let us start understanding about Python database communication applications. How to configure by yourself in the Python command prompt how to use this module so that you need to install it Windows command prompt. When you are dealing with the PyCharm, how to configure the third party modules. We went to where main menu, settings, project, Python interpreter. It will open what? Pip symbol is there, plus symbol will be coming. You click on pip, double click, plus with single click, so that you will get what? The GitHub link packages are available. So that we'll do what? We'll select the module which you want, and I'll go for what? Install the package, which is installed, and you already tested in the class. Okay, now? Right. When I go to the PyCharm last session, when I go to the PyCharm here, so look into this. So I hope this is something different. This is my old one. So let me go to this place. I will show you students. C colon users here, KVR here, PyCharm projects here. Under that 9 a.m. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. PDBC. 9 a.m. PDBC. 9 a.m. PDBC. Where is it? Last class? 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Where is it? 9 a.m. functions, 9 a.m. loops, 9 a.m. pandas, 9 a.m. This one. 9 a.m. Python Oracle. Under that, I will open this program. Under this, I will open this code. This is what we did in the last class or not? This is what we did in the last class. It is running now. because this project was already configured with what? Oracle DB. That's why today it is running, because I already installed here in this project. To uninstall, I'll go to where? Main menu, say settings. I'll go to where now? Your project, Python interpreter. Already Python interpreter knows about Oracle DB and all. So say uninstall, select this and say uninstall. That will be getting uninstalled. Package Oracle DB successfully uninstalled. Once you go to this, red underline will come. So try to run it. You'll get what? Error. Module not found error. No module named what? Oracle DB. So how do you go for configuring now? Main menu, settings, go to where? Python interrupt projects. Select your project. Python interpreter plus will show you the list of available packages which are available in GitHub. And I need to go for what? Oracle DB. This is a Oracle DB. It's a third party module developed by Anthony, and is act as an interface between the Python program and database software. You need to go for install the package. Click on install the package. Click on install the package. Package Oracle DB installed successfully. Say close and then say OK. Then I need to run this code. So this is going to be 2.5.0. Clear or not clear? Students, this is what we already configured. So I already said to you, when you are going to introduce Python database communication programming environment, three things must be there with you. One is Python software must be installed. I am having with me. Database software installed, Oracle software I have, and I give the link also for you. I think you installed it. Next is called a database related module I installed just now. That is Oracle DB also installed. Getting me? Now go to next this part here. Now steps for developing Python database communication applications. Now coming to this place here, to develop any Python database communication applications, you must follow certain steps. What are those? Step number one. What are those steps? I want to go for it. The steps for developing Python database communication applications are the steps I'm writing. The steps for developing Python database communication applications are: number one, I'm going to write it. Number two, number three, number four, number five, number six. These are the steps which I'm going to take up. Tell me, you only tell me the first step, you tell me. First step. నాకు అందుకనే చాలా కోపం వస్తుంది మిమ్మల్ని చూస్తే. How do you deal with the CSV file? What is the first step? Import CSV. JSON file. How do you deal with? Import JSON. OS operations. చెప్పాను కదా ముద్దుబాబులో. I want to communicate with a database. What is the first one? Import database related module. Already said, multiple times said, again same. So import, first step is what? Import database related module in Python, database related module, and other modules if required. If I am dealing with Python, with Oracle, which module I have to go for it? Oracle DB. Import Oracle DB. If I'm dealing with MySQL, which module I have to take it? MySQL dot connector module. I need to take whichever database you people are communicating. I must go for such a type of module to be imported. If you want to go to Bangalore, you will take which ticket? You will take Maharashtra ticket. Then context lo undali mere. You need to be in the context. So what is my topic name? Database communication application. Which module I have to import? Import related appropriate database related module. And if any other modules are there, you can import that also. Dead easy. Second one, After doing that, this is going to contain what? First time you are listening, this is my Python program. This is my Python program. This is going to be called what? Earlier, my Python program is communicated with a file or not file. If I want to communicate with the file, I need to open the file or not. Right or not? Once you open the file, you can get the data back. That file concept is over already. Now today I'm having what? Oracle database, MySQL database, DB2. So many number of databases are there here. This is present into a mission called M2. This is present in a mission called M1. In your real time, you are working on your laptop and your laptop is connected with the networking of your office related thing. And M2, there is another machine is containing the Oracle database. All the databases are installed in separate machine, and your machine is called M1. Both these machines are in networking. If you want to communicate with Oracle, you must get what? Connection from where? Mission M2, where my database software resides. And then once connection is established, we can send the request to the Oracle and it will provide the response. So what is this now? Connection establishment. Connection establishment. This is called village number one. Village number one. Village number two. Two villages want to, there is no transportation facility. If you want to establish a transportation facility, what must be established first? Connectivity need to do now. Connectivity is not establish the road or not. That road facility is known as what? Connecting facility is done. Then on the top of it, the vehicles will go. That is called what? Making the request and response transportation will be done. What is the next step? Every Python program must get connection from must get the connection from where? Database software. Database software. If you want to talk to your friend, what you will do? What you will do? If you want to talk to your friend, what you will do? If you want to talk to your friend, ఏం చేస్తారా ముద్దుబాబులు? Come on, say. You will call. You will call or not? When you call, what will happen? Ringtone will come. If that person lift the call, then what will happen? Connectivity will be established. Over the connection, now you can start discussing. Yes or no? When you call it, what will establish if you lift the call? Connection will be established. Over the connection, what can be done? Conversation can be done. That conversation is called what? Request response getting. Before request and before connection itself, can you speak? No. First, what should be established? Connectivity. When you join in the college, when you want to make a new friend, what should be established first? Connectivity. Then after that, you can start discussing, right or not? Beginning directly, shall we go to a movie like that? You will not ask. Will you ask like that? First, what is your name? Where do you stay? That is called first day over. Connectivity established the first day. Second day, what you will do? Rest of the operations you will do. So what is supposed to be done first day? Connection. Next, request making, response receiving. So read out the second step. Every Python program must get the connection from database software. Database software. Second one I'm going to introduce. Third one. After establishing the connection, what is supposed to do? Village 1 and village 2. Friend 1, friend 2. Friend 1 and friend 2. Student and teacher between you and me directly will not come here, right or not? You went to office, you paid the fees, then what is established? Connection. Then after that, what is happening? Knowledge exchanging, the data is going on. So similarly, friend 1 want to speak to friend 2. What should be established? Connection. On the top of the connection between two villages, road facility is provided. That is known as what? Connectivity established. Next, what we will do? On the top of the connection, I'm going to create one beautiful object. What is that object is called in normal life? It is called bus. Bus is called what? General example, bus. Type of buses, bus. One type of bus will come or not? It is an object. In that village, people will keep some goods in that. That goods will go to other village and that will be processed here and bringing the result back. This type of vehicle will bring the result back to this village once again. This is known as what? Object. So this is a Python program. Python program will keep a query inside this object. Query. The query is nothing but what I said already. Is a request or it's a question keeping in this object. That object will go to this Oracle and make it to execute. Not only Oracle, make it to execute in MySQL, MongoDB, everywhere, and bring the result back to this Python program. So who is going to carry your query and who is making to execute the query and who is going to bring the result from database to Python program? One object is there. That object is called a cursor object. What is that object name? Cursor object. What is the use of cursor object? Cursor object is used for carrying the request from Python program and going to the database, make it to execute in the database and get the result of that query in the cursor object and bring the result back and hand over to the Python program. So cursor object is one of the most important object here. What is the cursor object? It is just like a transportation item between the two destinations. So what is the second one? Third one is called what? Come on, create. Every Python program must create an object of, must create an object of what? Cursor. Cursor. What is the cursor? Cursor is a class. Cursor is a class. List is a class. Object of list, object of dict, object of tuple, object of set, object of CSV dot reader function, like that. Reader class, writer class, something like that. Cursor class. Cursor class object is created. In every Python program, I must create an object of cursor. What is the use of cursor? Cursor is something like a container which will carry your request from where? Python program and hand over to whom? Database software. Database software will execute the query which is coming from Python program and keep such result in the cursor object itself. That cursor object will come to where again? Python program. It is just like a bus between two stations. Understood? And don't tell what is the cursor object. Don't tell it is the bus. Student is very danger. Very danger. So what is the cursor object? It is used for carrying the request of Python program, hand overing to the database software, execute the query present in the cursor object, bring the result of the query in the cursor to hand over to whom? So cursor is the most important or not? Good. Cursor object created on the top of connection object. Cursor object created on the top of what? Connection object. When you are talking to your friend, you are talking to the friend on the top of the connection and below to the connection. After establishing the connection on the top of the connection only, your data will be transmitted. Understood? Well, online students, is it clear? Is this concept is clear? Is this concept is clear? Fourth point I am going to. Fourth point. What is the fourth point? Cursor object ready. Bus is ready. What you will do in the bus? Put your items in the bus. And what you will do in the cursor? Every Python program must define the query, must define the query. Do you know what is the query? It is a database terminology. Must define the query. What is the query? A query is a request or it is a one type of question to the database which is asked by the Python program. Like I want to insert a record into the employee table. So in Python, I cannot write that code. I will hand over that code to whom? Database. Database will execute it and gives the result back. I want to delete a record in the data employee table. I will just put that request in the query. The query will carry that and execute it and bring the result back. So without languages, database communication is nowhere else. Without languages, only database cannot do anything else. Right or not? So every Python program must define the query, comma, place the query, place the query, place the query in where cursor, place the query in the cursor, and and make it to execute, make it to execute in where database software, database software. I hope you are following me. Make it to execute in the database software. That is called step number 4. So who is going to be responsible for making the query to execute? Cursor. Cursor object created on the top of the connection. So import the module, get the connection, create the cursor, keep the query in the cursor, and make it to execute. Next, every Python program, come on, next. Every Python program, every Python program must receive, must receive the result, must receive the result from where? From database software, from database software through, through what? Through cursor object, through what object? Cursor object, and process, and process, and process, and process. Good. And process. Are you able to follow? How to process it? DDL statements processing different, DML processing different, DRL statements processing is different. Common processing of all the statements is what? Exception, I will use it. Why exception? If something went wrong during this execution, what will occur? Exception will occur. That I will tell you. How to process it, I will tell you. Okay, finished. Next, what will happen? If you want to repeat again, what do you do again? 4 and 5 repeat until total request and responses are over. If I have 20 queries, 20 times 4th, 20 times 5th, 4 and 5 repeat until my total queries are completed. Finally, what will happen? Finally, what will happen? You will talk to your friend for 20 minutes or 30 minutes or you are speaking with. Automatically, what you need to do after completion of it? Close the connection. Close the connection. You need to disconnect or not. Either that person or you have to disconnect it. So that is nothing but every Python program, every Python program, every Python program closes the connection, closes the connection, closes the connection from database, which is called optional, which is called optional. Why? Python is providing in the DB connection is optional because it is auto closable connections. All of them are. Are you following auto closability? Auto closable connections are there in the database models. Are you following me? These are the steps for development of Python database communication. How many steps? 3, 6. And just like a small, easy, import the module, get the connection, create the cursor, keep the query in the cursor and execute, process the results which are coming from database, close the connection. Closing the connection is optional. So these are the 6 steps you need to remember. Online students, is the steps are clear? Quick, is the steps are clear? Everybody need to respond it. Now I will move to the further. Now I want to go to the further. These steps I want to go for applicable to what? These steps I want applicable to whom? Python database communication with Oracle. So I'm going to say communication between, communication between, communication between what? Python program and, come on, Oracle database. Oracle database. What are the prerequisites now? Number 1, install the Python software. Number 2, install the database software. Next, install what? Module name. So 3 things already said. Now, steps for developing Python database communication. Python and what? Oracle database communication steps are import. What is that? I am going to write it. Oracle DB module. Oracle DB module. Why Oracle DB module now particularly? Because my heading is what? Communication between these two. I need to take or not? Yes. Every Python program must get the communication from which database? Oracle database. Every Python program must create an object of cursor. Same, 4 same, 5 same, 6 same. What are different? First two are different. Module is different for Oracle. Module is different for MySQL. Module is different for different databases. Are you following me? Well, students in online, these two are changed. Now I'm entering into the first step. What is the first step? Hmm. In detail, I will go for it. In detail. Already we tested here. Already we tested here. First step is what? To go for in detailed discussion if I go for it. Explanation if I go for it. What is the first step here? Every Python program must import this kind of thing. Step number one, don't take it much time. Import Oracle DB as if you want ORC. Any alias name you want to take it, you take alias name. Otherwise, you write complete name. It is your own choice. From is having from import total 7 syntaxes I said. Remembered or not? Remembered or not? మొద్దుబాబులు పలకరేంటా మీరు నిలబడతారా స్టాండ్ అప్ ఆల్రెడీ డిస్కస్ 7 ఆర్ నాట్ ఎస్ పలకండి మీరు ఆన్సర్ చెప్పాల్సిన పనిలా చెప్పానా లేదా చెప్పండి ఫస్ట్ ఇట్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్డ్ ఆర్ నాట్ ఎస్ ఆన్సర్ చెప్పకండి నేను చెప్పానా లేదా అని ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇప్పుడు డిడ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఆర్ నాట్ రిమెంబరింగ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దెమ్ రిమెంబరింగ్ అది నాకొద్దు అది మీ హెడ్ ఏక్ అది దట్ ఇస్ యువర్ హెడ్ ఏక్ ఇఫ్ యూ రిమెంబర్ టుడే టుమారో యూ విల్ గో టు ఆఫీస్ అదర్వైజ్ యూ విల్ గో టు somewhere. I don't want to say that. Now come to the step number two. Step number two. Step number two, I want to tell you. Sir, what is the step number two, sir? There is a very dangerous statement, but will take some ample of time. Let me explain. Every Python program must get the connection. Must get the connection. How to get the connection, sir? After importing that, you need to go for what? Connection establishment. Connection establishment, I must go for it. What to do for that, sir? To get the connection, I'm writing directly. To get the connection, we use connect function. Which function? Connect function. In all the modules, connect function will present. MySQL module, Oracle module, SQL Server module, MongoDB module, SQLite 3 module. In all the modules, what is same? Function name connect same. Present in where? Present in Oracle DB module. It is present into other kind of modules also. It present in almost all the database modules. So what is the syntax here? What is the syntax here? Variable name is equal to Oracle DB. Oracle DB in general called what? Database module name dot connect. Connect is going to be a common. Module is changing. Connect is going to be same. What is the use of connect function? Which will connect to the database which you are going to specify. What I should specify here? Connection URL. Connection URL. I'm going to tell you what is connection URL here. Connection URL. This is called a syntax. What is connection URL? I'm going to write it. Connection URL. I'm going to tell you. What is URL? You tell me. Uniform Resource Locator. Full form చెప్పిన వాళ్ళు ఏమంటాము లేను లేవు సార్ లే స్టాండ్ అప్ దోస్ హూ సేస్ ఫుల్ ఫామ్ దే ఆర్ కాల్డ్ ఎవరన్నా ఫుల్ ఫామ్ చెప్తే వాళ్ళని ఏమనమని చెప్పాను నేను నీకు ఎనీబడి డోంట్ ఫోల్డ్ ద హ్యాండ్స్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా ఫోల్డ్ చేసుకోకూడదు హ్యాండ్ డోంట్ ఫోల్డ్ హ్యాండ్స్ ఇన్ ఫ్రంట్ ఆఫ్ ఎనీబడి when our Indians used to work with Britishers, they used to put like this. From that time onwards, we got like this. What crime you did? Nothing. You're good. Stand properly. Stand like an Indian army. Stand like an Indian army. How? Indian army will stand? Like that. Like that. Not like that. Now, tell me. Anybody says full form, they are called what I said? among others. మీరు మీ ఫ్రెండ్ అని కామ్గా ఉండకండి, చెప్పండి డైరెక్ట్గా. వాట్ ఐ సెడ్, వేస్ట్ క్యాండిడేట్. ఇది గుర్తుండదు, సబ్జెక్ట్ గుర్తుండదు. ఎనీబడి, దట్ ఇస్ అప్లికబుల్ ఫర్ బోత్ బాయ్స్ అండ్ గర్ల్స్. చెప్పానా లేదా? మళ్ళీ చెప్పొచ్చు అట్లా? కూర్చో. వాట్ ఈజ్ యూఆర్ఎల్? మాకు తెలిసిందో ఒకటి, ఫుల్ ఫామ్, అండ్ యు ఆర్ సేయింగ్ దట్ వేస్ట్ క్యాండిడేట్. దెన్ వాట్ టు సే సార్? దట్స్ వై యూ నీడ్ టు హావ్ సమ్ మినిమం ఫండమెంటల్స్. మినిమం ఒక స్టూడెంట్, వన్స్ యు ఆర్ అ స్టూడెంట్, మినిమం నాలెడ్జ్ ఇస్ ఇక్కడ. మినిమం యూఆర్ఎల్, యూఆర్ఐ, ఓఎస్, డిబిఎంఎస్, డబ్ల్యూడబ్ల్యూడబ్ల్యూ, సిపియు, ఏఎల్యు, మినిమం నాలెడ్జ్. వాట్ ఈజ్ ఏఎల్యు? ఫుల్ ఫామ్ చెప్పొద్దు. వాట్ ఈజ్ సిపియు? ఫుల్ ఫామ్ చెప్పొద్దు. డోంట్ టెల్ ఫుల్ ఫామ్. వాట్ ఈజ్ ఓఎస్? ఫుల్ ఫామ్ చెప్పొద్దు. ఆల్రెడీ ఐ సెడ్ వాట్ ఈజ్ ఓఎస్ టు యూ. అదర్స్ డోంట్ నో. దట్ ఆల్సో యూ నీడ్ టు నో. Anyhow, come to the point of it. URL. So URL, somebody is saying something. URL. Naresh is saying URL is a unique name which is having the host name, IP address along with the port number to define unique resource. Good. So good. Rakesh is saying URI that provides a means to access resource on the internet. Okay. URL, Sai Chandana. URL is a link or unique address to connect with some source. Okay, good. See how they are answering. You may have something in the mind, sir. They searched in the internet, sir, immediately when you asked a question. Offline people will have always compromising mind. Of course, not everybody will search in the internet, googling it. No, maybe some people may be saying correct answer. Anyhow, I will tell you URL. What they said is exactly right. I will give you URL syntax so that you can understand. Let us come to the point back once again. I'll take a small picture here. Try to understand Paint. So Paint, this is my Python program. Take care. This is a Python program. This is called your database. This is called your database. This is called your database layer where I'm having. This is where I'm having. So this is where I'm having. This is called mission number 2. This is having mission number 2, students. In this place I'm having Oracle. Next is called MySQL. Next is called a SQL Server. Next I'm going to have DB2. Next I'm having something like MongoDB. Like this I'm having. Like this I'm having. So here, students, this is called mission number 1. This is called mission number 1. There I'm having Python program. Understand? So coming to this place, here I'm going to take up. Mission number 1 Python program is different. Mission number 2 database is different. But both these systems are present in where? One network they are present into. They are present into one network. Are you following me? They are present into one network. Are you getting my point? So this point of time, what these people supposed to do? The mission number 1 Python program need to communicate with whom? Oracle. Need to communicate with MySQL. Need to communicate with SQL Server. Need to communicate with the DB2. Need to communicate with MongoDB. Is a KVR class, X class, Y class, Z class, etc. This is present in where? NIT. First you have to come to NIT, na directly KVR class. NIT. First you have to get the connection with whom? NIT, Naresh Institute. Then from there you will go to the other kind of things. So I need to first specify like this. Connection URL contains, it is a string format you need to specify, my dear students. I need to write at the rate, and before at the rate I will write some more things, please wait. At the rate I need to write a DNS. What is DNS? Full form. Full form తెలుసు అసలు? తెలియదు అసలు. ఓకే. ఫుల్ ఫామ్ అన్న తెలుసు అనుకున్నాను నేను ఇప్పటి వరకు. అసలు ఫుల్ ఫామే తెలియదు. దే డోంట్ నో ఫుల్ ఫామ్. దే ఆర్ కాల్డ్ వాట్ క్యాండిడేట్స్ నౌ? వాళ్ళకు బాస్. హూస్ బాస్? Full form people are candidate, WC candidates. Whose boss is what? WWC candidate. So now I'm going to say, now I'm going to say, I'm going to say, now I will tell you what is DNS. DNS is one naming convention which will give you the physical name of the computer where my resource present in. Which resource you are looking for now? I'm looking for a database called Oracle. So DNS is the name of the physical computer where my database software resides. That you need to mention it. If I have a doubt, sir, in my system, both database as well as what? Python program and then Oracle, both of them are present in the same PC only. In same place, both the programs are there. Then how to get the connection? Still, you need to get the connection. What I need to mention? DNS supposed to mention. DNS is nothing but what? Name of the computer where my database software resides. What is the name of my computer where database software resides? By default, every computer is having its own name. That is known as what you know? Local host we can call. Spell out local host. What is a local host? It's the default name of the computer where my database software resides. If we go to the industry, they will give some different name if they like it. So now here my Python program and then database program present in the same PC. What is the DNS to be specified there? Local host. What the local host is here? Default DNS of the computer. What is the DNS? Once again, I'm saying it is the name of the physical machine where my database software resides. That is called a DNS. In place of DNS, you can write IP address also. You can write it. IP address. What is IP address? Your favorite answer, Internet Protocol address. If we go to industry, if my database is present into one machine whose IP address is what? 198.168.0.1. There is an IP address of the machine where my database software is residing. I can write that IP address. If it is present into the same PC, Python program plus a database will present in the same PC. What is an IP address of this machine? 127.0.0.1. 127.0.0.1 is a default IP address of my system, default IP address of my PC where my database software resides. So I can specify two things here. One is called a DNS, one is called what? IP address. Simple, students. When I want to come to your home, what I should know? I need to know address. That is called IP address I need to know. Or you should be a famous person in your native place. Famous person means what? Pragnadeep is there, for example. They will ask by going to the native place, where is Pragnadeep house? Ever Pragnadeep is called what? A DNS. It's a name, directly I'm using it. So people will say there is a route you can go. Suppose Pragnadeep don't know to many people in that village. I will give Pragnadeep has given me directly address is given. I will directly go to the address. So how many ways are there to connect to my database where my system contains? Two, either on system name or system address. Two places. I want to go to Delhi, Modi house. I want to go for it. How do you go? Directly you can go because it is a popular name, right or not? If you want to go to XYZ house, you need to know what compulsory address is required. So how many things are required to get the connection? First, DNS is the primary component. So how many ways are there to connect? Either name of the system where database resides or IP address of the machine where database resides, compulsory. Okay, now after going to that machine, students, now I am writing here local host. What is the local host? Default DNS of every computer. What is an IP address? 127.0.0.1. What is the 127.0.0.1? Default IP address. That default IP address is also known as what? Loopback address. Spell out. Yes. Loopback address means which is pointing to itself. What is an address of my laptop today? 127.0.0.1. What is its name? Localhost. What is the localhost is called? Default DNS. What is the 127.0.0.1? Default IP address. What is the DNS overall together? DNS is nothing but name of the machine where my database resides. What is the IP address? It is a 4 parts numerical address where my database software resides. Behind the 4 parts, there is a big task, big concept is there. Masking, unmasking, subnet, some type of concepts are there. If you have studied networking in your CSC background or MCS students, if anybody is there, there is ISO OSI reference model is there. 7 layers are there. Network layer, session layer, logical layer, transportation layer, some layers are there. Do you know that layers, what they will do in the internally? We don't know. We know only what? Names. Even names also don't know. And we buttified written something. Are you following? So, what is happening? Now I will move to the further. Now I will move to the further. Here I am going to say, I will go to, if I want to establish it, by visiting to that, here diagrammatically you see, by mentioning these two details, I will straightforward go to where? Mission 2. Now I am knocking the door of what? Oracle. And Oracle will ask me, what is your username? What is your username? My username is system. My password is manager. Oracle say what? Welcome entered. If you say what is your username? System. What is your password? Tiger. It will say access denied. When they knock the door, they will ask, who are you? You will tell the reason. You will satisfy. You will be connecting to B. Otherwise, it will be disconnected. So next, what you need to pass? After reaching to DNS or IP address, you must specify what? Username. Come on, students. Username / what? Password you are mentioning. After reaching to DNS and IP address, you are supposed to specify what? Username and password you need to mention. Are you following me? Yes. So this is a connection URL for what? Oracle database / you need to mention service ID. Service ID you need to mention. Service ID I will mention. So I'll go to Naresh house. I'll go to Naresh house. Online student, Naresh house I will go. Naresh is called what? Original name, official name. Naresh is having some nickname or alias name called by his parents. Yes or no? You people are there. You are having original name. If I call you original name, you